Yo! Is this working? I have no idea if my mic is too loud or not. I guess we shall find out. Let's see, is this working? Can everybody hear me alright? Hello everyone. Alright, I think we're working. Alright, cool. It's working. It's working. You can hear me. Oh boy. Well, this is going to be an adventure, isn't it? Okay, so, yeah, I've got this shot for Wasteland. I've basically been animating Wasteland all day. Every day. For about 4 days. To try and get this thing done on time. It's going pretty well. So far, I'm through about, I think, I think it's like 19 shots I've done so far, roughly. So, yeah, we're getting there. So I've got this shot. I picked this one because it doesn't have too many, like, spoilers in it. Well, it doesn't really have any. I mean, this Wolfie here, whose name is Dakota, says just about the most generic line ever, and I thought, yeah, that'll be fine. Because I don't want to spoil anything for you guys, but I thought it'd be fun, yeah, to see, so you guys can see my process. If there's anybody here that does 3D, prepare to be triggered, because this is not like a kind of how to animate my first animation guide. Oh no. No, I have a very bad process for animating. I mean, just wait till you see the wolf rigs. They're so bad. So they're a little tricky to use, but hey ho, you know, we're getting through it, so it's fine. I made these models like over a year ago, so I just want to say that since I made these, I have gotten better. I'm just using these because I cannot be asked to make new ones because they took so long to make. Alright, so now we got that out of the way, let's do some animation. So, I don't know what the audio is going to be like here. I'm just going to hit play.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Okay, so how did that sound? Did that sound okay? Was it too loud? Too quiet? Or are we all good? You should maybe clean up around the edges. Oh yeah, they are smoothed out in the final render. It's just that here I have them on like a lower quality so that it doesn't lag my computer when I'm animating. Okay, it's quieter than me. To be honest, it's probably a good thing that it's a bit quiet, because we're gonna be replaying this same sentence over and over and over again. Because that's how you animate lip sync. So, I mean, by all means, let me see if I can turn it up a little bit. Let's see here. So I'll just bring it up a bit. Let's try that.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
How's that? That sounded louder for me. I don't know if that's louder for you guys. That bit better? If you're finding that as I'm animating, if the voice starts to get really annoying, I can mute it. Just shout at me and I will do it. Because I'm very used to just hearing these voices over and over again, but I know for some people, it might get a bit annoying after a while, so. Okay, you swear that's quieter? What? How? It's louder. Okay, that's fine. It sounded quieter to me somehow. Yeah, that's fine. Quiet but comprehensible. Okay. Basically, she says... I forgot what she says.
There has to be something.
Ah, that was it. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe we can all look together. That's the sentence. It's not too important. I have to hear it over and over again, but you guys don't have to. Alright. Let's begin. So, the first thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to play this through like a couple of times to get a feel for it, because the way that I approached this, I don't have a storyboard for Wasteland. I'm doing it the complete wrong way. and just kind of winging it. And what I do is I'll listen to the audio and I'll imagine it in my head and think, okay, like, what kind of body language would these wolves be doing? Like, if I was a wolf and I was sat in a field with my partner and I was saying this sentence, what would I do? And so let's just have a little listen.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Okay, so what I'm thinking is the first part of the sentence, when she's like, there has to be something somewhere. She can, oh, thank you for subscribing. She can be looking away from him, so like right now, how she's kind of looking forward, it can start that way. And then as she says the second bit,
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
as she says, maybe we can all look together, like that's when she can look at him, because then it's like she's waiting for a response. She's like, come on, bring it at me. So, I want to be a voice actor. I'm very good at talking. Well, you should do it. You should do it. It sounds fun. I mean, I don't voice act because I can't, but you know. I'd prick my ears at the maybe if we all look together. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So it's like she's saying, you know, there has to be something somewhere. She's kind of looking out into the distance because she's thinking. She's thinking, okay, what can we do? And then it's like, maybe we can all look together. So then she's like, starts getting more, like the body language will change. You know, she gets a bit excited. We go from there. Okay, right, enough talking. Let's do it. It might change as I get animating, but for now, I'm going to ignore the other character because he's reacting to what she's saying. So if I do her animation first, then I can worry about his animation after. By the way, just to show you real quick, this is what the final shot will look like when it's rendered. So right now I'm just in material view, so it's faster on my computer. But the final shot and lighting and everything will look like this. With this one piece of grass that's just kind of taking the spotlight. Alrighty. I'll try and respond, by the way, to as many questions as I can. But I've got the chat on like a second screen, so I have to like keep looking over. So if I don't answer your question, or if I don't see it, just keep like spamming it in the chat and eventually I will see it. Alright. Alright, so.
There has to be something somewhere.
So I'm going to start by just blocking in some basic head movements. So I'm going to select everything. Let's key it there. And I've lost my key. There it is. So I'm going to key it there. And I'm going to add another key at the end. So I'm just keying everything. Okay. And I've got my audio scrubbing on, which is really helpful for syncing the lips, because I need to hear. Like, you got to be so careful when you're doing lip sync. You got to like hear the breaths that they're taking and everything and try and match it. It's quite difficult. So it's helpful to have that. So that's like exactly halfway through. So just after halfway through, let's key the head, the neck, and the neck. There's 2 neck bones. And then right around here, she's going to be like, hey, why don't we all look together? Look at that. Quality. It's finished. Thank you for coming to the stream. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, let's hide that.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
It's not bad timing.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
One thing I've found animating these wolves is you have to be so careful with the head movements, because like they have a lot of head movements because the facial rigs are so limiting on these guys. Like they can blink, they can snarl, and that's pretty much it. So I don't have a lot to work with, so what I try and do is try and communicate as much as I can through like the body language. And the head animation is so important. But when I'm doing this, like it's very easy for them to kind of be very bobble-heady. Like, they just shake their heads around too much. For the more precise mouth movements like snarling, do you use shape keys or something like bendy bones? It's a shape key attached to the rig, so I have this bone here on the top of the snoot, And if I move it up, you can see, they snarl. Because I like to keep my rigs like as simple to use as possible. So just to give you a quick breakdown of what we can do with this guy, I've got a snarly bone, and then we've got individual eye blinks or wide eyes, because they can be like, oh, thank you for subscribing, Even Powers, I don't know how you say that, but thank you. Yeah, so we have a blink, and then I've got a mouth control to kind of push the mouth forward or pull it back. We've got obviously the jaw. Hello, thank you for joining my stream. And then I've got like this one. It's like a control for like the lippy bit, so I can kind of get some more finessed mouth shapes, etc, etc. And then of course we got the ears, so that's kind of the whole facial rig. It's very, very basic, but I find that you can get quite a lot out of it. So, and we've got the whole maybe we'll all look together. So I'm gonna lead with the head, just a tad, like that. Let me turn on auto keying so I don't forget. Whoop. So let's try that.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
That looks better. So right here, I want to have like a moving hold, because right, like here she just completely stops and she's like dead. So here I'm just gonna make it so she keeps moving a little bit. Your voice is slightly behind the video for me. I'm sorry. That might be your lag. I don't know. Where did you learn animation? I swear if you say you learned it on your own, you're a liar. Yeah. And I went to university. That's where I learned most of what I know. What is this music? I just put on like a random playlist. It sounds so funny. Yeah, I went to university and did an animation course, and then I'm just now doing a master's in storyboarding and previs. So I haven't learnt it all by myself. But a lot of it is just, you know, trial and error. Like you gotta try it. So let's try that.
Maybe if we all look together.
And then this burn, I want to delete that. Let's try that.
Maybe if we all look together.
Ooh, that's
There has
nice.
to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Yeah, that's coming along. Look at that. We got a head turn. Sexy. Okay. So I'll faff around with the polishing later. I want to try and get as much of this kind of blocked in as I can before I start tying stuff down. So what do we got?
There has to be something somewhere.
So at this point, there has to be something somewhere. She's going to be thinking about it. Now, what do people do when they think? Well, they tend to look around. Like, their eyes will, you know, be kind of looking down to the floor or around them to try and get ideas. And, you know, you'll tend to, like, look around, kind of look off into the distance. Not looking at anything specific, just kind of gazing off. So
There has to be something
so let me try here. Let's pull the head down a little bit. Whoop. So what happens if she looks off to the side a little bit? Let's try that.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere.
It's not bad, it's just a bit meh, like I'm not really feeling that too much. So let's try, whoop. Let's select those, try something else. So maybe she can shake her head a little bit, because it's like, you know, there has to be something somewhere. Like, she's got a bit of sass.
There has to be.
So on there has to be, let's raise you up a little bit. You raise me up so I can stand the mountains. Okay.
There has to be something.
So you're going to shake a little bit that way. Just a little bit, because we want it really subtle, because, as I said, it can get too bobbleheady. Whoa, I had no idea you were a girl. This is fascinating. Thank you for documenting. You're welcome. I didn't know either. I think it'd be better for a rigging tutorial. There is a lot of Blender animation tutorials though. I'm doing a move for my university at the time with a cute little 3D character implemented, for which I use Blender as well. Hey, that's awesome! I actually do teach at uni as well. I basically just live in universities at this point, and I actually do teach Blender there, which is really cool. Like, I think more people should use it. It's really, really cool. You could have her look over to the right, then look back over by the end of the line. So I'm just spitballing. Yeah, I think she needs to look around a little bit more. So, let's see. There has... Yeah. Something. Oop, I'm just like playing around here. Let's see if we can get it working. Let's try that.
There has to be something somewhere.
Ew, that's working. Look at that. Let's play that.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere.
Let me just remove this part where she kind of tilts her head up a little bit too far. Just gotta get the angle just right. Ooh, too much. Let's try that. Let's try removing it.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
I really like that. I think that... I'm just going to turn my music down just a teeny weeny bit here. Because I can't hear myself think. Yeah. There you go. The music's a lot louder for me than it is for you, because I have a tendency to like mumble. So loud music makes me shout. And then you guys can hear me. Are you considering becoming part of a major animation studio after university? I don't know. Like, I'm working with a studio at the moment. And they're good friends of mine, and they're really nice people, and we're doing a project together. I don't know what will happen after uni. Like, I will probably continue to work with them, but honestly, like, the more I've thought about it, like, it used to be, right, prepare for a rant, okay? It used to be that I was really looking forward to working in a studio, because it's like, that's what every animator wants to do, you know? They want to work in a studio, and they want to work for Disney and DreamWorks and Pixar, and don't get me wrong, like, I still do. Very, very much. But one thing I found at university is, like, it's really nice when you get to work on your own stuff. I mean, at a studio, you're always going to be working on someone else's project. Like, unless you're a director or a writer, it's always going to be someone else's, you know? You're never going to get to animate what you want to animate. You have to meet the standards set by somebody else. You're given characters that are somebody else's, personalities that you didn't get to decide on, and, you know, it's basically just like, here, do this. And you're like a machine that has to just churn it out. And, like, to some people, you know, they may really enjoy just animating. Like, they might not care if it's their stuff or not, but what I've found, like, especially from YouTube, and is the fact that it's really nice when you can just work on your own stuff. Like, you can work on what you want to do. And so, I don't know what I'm going to do in the future, but the more I think about it, the more I'm thinking, actually, I kind of want to work on my own projects. So, if my YouTube does well, like, if we grow, then I would totally just do this full time, and just, you know, just make shows for YouTube, like, just make stuff. Because it's way more fun and it's way more freeing, because, like, here, with this shot, I only have to get it to a point where I'm happy with it. Whereas if I was working in a studio, I would have to make it to when someone else is happy with it. And that gets really stressful, because sometimes people are really mean. And, you know, you'll pour your heart and soul into some animation, and then someone will turn around and just be like, hey, that's terrible, do it again. And, like, it can be really, really hurtful. I've had it happen to me many times, and, like, you go home and you're, like, nearly crying because you're like, what is my life? I'm terrible, I should never animate again. And it's not so fun. So that's kind of like a part of the industry that I don't think gets talked about very much. It's definitely there. I mean, I don't want to put anyone off this kind of career, because, like, it can be really amazing and really rewarding, but at the same time, I just want to make wolves. That's all I want to do. Okay, right, rant over. Blue Biscuits, I totally missed to apply as a voice actor for your film, so if you need a voice actor with a slight German accent at some point later, you know where to find me. Okay, I will keep you in mind. Roma? 2000. I don't know how you say your username, I'm sorry. I was enamored by working in a studio too when I was younger. I heard some horror stories about working in studios, about abuse of employees, and that with being interested in making my own stuff has gotten myself more interested in freelancing or contract work. Yeah, because it's like, you get more freedom, you know? Like, working in a studio for these big companies, it sounds great, and it certainly has its perks, but it's almost like slave labour, you know? You go in there, you churn out animation. If you don't do a good enough job enough times, then, you know, they've got like hundreds of thousands of people waiting to replace you at any moment. And I just keep thinking to myself, like, that doesn't sound so fun, you know? That doesn't sound like the kind of environment I want to be in. Whereas when you have platforms like YouTube or Twitch, or, you know, even just freelancing, as you mentioned, like, I feel like you get a lot more say. It's better in I've been told, I don't know, but I've been told it's a lot better in smaller studios, because in the big studios they have lots of people working for them, so you don't get to do as much. But in the smaller studios, you get to like do more things, you know, because they don't have as much staff, so you kind of double up on roles and you get to do more. You have to be careful, because people will abuse that and they'll just have you like doing everything for a very small amount of pay compared to like how much work you do. So you gotta be careful. But yeah, I'm sorry, I got into like a whole thing there. I apologize. Right, back to this.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Okay, so I'm really feeling this like head movement at the beginning. I want to just see if I can smooth it out a little bit. So let's have a look here.
There has to be something somewhere. To be.
So this bit, let's just drag that keyframe out a little.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all. There has to be something somewhere.
Right here, I'm just going to have a dip ahead just slightly.
Maybe if we all look together.
And then at the end, I want her looking up a little bit, so she's a little bit more hopeful. Like,
Maybe if we all look together.
like maybe if we all look together.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Okay, I'm feeling that. I think we got the head movement down. I think it looks amazing. Totally entertaining just watching this wolf shake her head and turn her head. Like, I don't know about you guys, I'd pay to see that. Alright, so let's add a little bit of breathing in here, just to give her a little bit more life. Because what I also try and do with these wolves is keep it minimal, like how much they move around. One, because I prefer doing more subtle animation anyway, and two, because I have so much animation to get through, and like no time to do it all, so the more kind of subtle it is and the less I have to do, the better. Do you think you would collab with other animators on this, or you want to commit to the no storyboard workflow? Good question. I think at least for episode 1, I want to try and do it all myself, just as a challenge. And like having all this work to do is kind of keeping me sane in lockdown, like, because it's keeping me like super busy, so I have like no time to worry about what's going on in the world. So at least for episode 1, but in future episodes, like, it depends how long it takes me to do them. If it's taking me really long to churn out an episode, then I will get some more help on it. But at the moment, like, having no storyboard has been kind of freeing, because like I have it in my head. Like I know in my head kind of roughly what I want the shots to be. Like, we've got the script and everything, so we know what has to happen. But it's just kind of nice having this freedom to, you know, just make each shot whatever I want to make it. And of course I put them together in sequence. I play it through, you know, I make sure that whatever I've animated here is going to match up with the rest of the sequence, and if it doesn't, then, because I'll do like a rough test render usually to make sure it's working before I like commit. I was wondering, have you ever considered using motion tracking for this at some point? There was some awesome free / low budget tools for that out there. So I guess by motion tracking you mean like putting them in a real scene. That's something that Wasteland was going to be originally. It was originally going to be these like really realistic looking wolves, and they were going to be motion tracked onto a real background. And then I realised just how much work it is to actually motion track, because it is a lot of work. By all means, there are some tools out there to make it a lot easier, but to do that for like every single shot, you know, it's a lot of extra work than being able to just load up a scene and put some wolves in it. So probably not for this show, but I might do for other projects. What are all of their names, if you don't mind me asking? I want to know them off by heart before the release. So this tanned wolf you see here is Takoda. This is Montaigne. And then there is a brown wolf called Ace. I can't even remember them. There's a little white one called Yuma. Who am I missing? There's a grey one called Honey. And there's a bird, a crow called Calamus. And Zed as well. Yeah, I think that's everyone. I can't even remember them all. There's a lot. There's like 8 characters, I think, altogether. So I really hope I never have to animate them in a scene together, because that's going to be fun, isn't it? Doing 8 wolves at once. So much rendering too for committing to a realistic look for the wolf. Yeah, that was the other big point. Because these guys are cel shaded, you know, it renders like super fast, which is really, really cool. Like the grass takes a little while. But they render really quickly, whereas, you know, realistic wolves, like, you were looking at 2 to 3 minutes. I mean, I was using cycles originally, because this was like a couple years ago, kind of before I got into Blender 2.8. So yeah, they were taking like way too long to render, and it was going to take an age. Hey Biscuits, I have a question. I asked it in one of your newer uploads, but you didn't respond. I'm sorry! I apologise if what I asked upset you in any way, but I was wondering what happened to your other vids. My other videos. I have seen this question come up a few times actually. They're just unlisted. Basically, when I came back to YouTube, I was like, I'm gonna have a fresh start, and I'm gonna make lots of new videos, and it's gonna be like a whole new identity, and it's gonna be really fun. So I went through it and I like set all my videos to unlisted, you know, to have this like fresh start. And only like most of them it worked, and then I just had like, I think it was like 10 videos that just didn't, and I was just oh okay, and I just kind of left them. So now we have like a bunch that are enlisted and a bunch that are not, and I've just kind of left it. But yeah, that's why they're just unlisted. Like, you can probably still find them somewhere. But yeah, with the no storyboard, how do you organize the cinematography so it all flows nicely? So with that, because I'm studying storyboarding and previs, so we've kind of learnt about like filmography, cinematography, how to compose shots and all that. So it's like in my head, I know what I need. Like, I know I need to make sure that I have a variety of shots, like close-ups, mediums, that kind of thing, to make sure that the composition makes sense, to not break the 180-degree rule, like all this bunch of stuff. It's all up here in my head. And so I'm just making sure that each time I make a shot, I do a quick test render, so that I can put it together in a video editing software. So I've got like a rough edit of the episode, and I play them all through, and I will watch them over and over and over and over and over again to make sure that the shots line up. I've just realised, like, this whole stream I've just been talking and not actually doing any animation. I'm really sorry. I just want to get through all these questions because they're really interesting. But yeah, so I will watch it over and over and over again, and, you know, I'll edit things, I'll tweak things. Because it doesn't take me long to do these shots and it's so quick to render. If I don't like a shot and I just feel like redoing it, I'll just redo it. I don't really mind. Just whatever works, really. And I'll kind of imagine, like, when it's finished, what the next shot will be. You know, I'll think, ooh, that'll work really well, and then I'll just go and, like, do it. So it's a bit of a mess, but that's how it does. Biscuits, how did you find the motivation to actually start this project? I've had a comic and maybe YouTube series idea for a while, but I don't know how to find motivation. That is a good point. I think for me, the biggest motivation was the fact that this show was just on hold for so long. Like, I felt guilty. You know, it's like I promised the world this show, and you know, put out all these videos, made a trailer, and then like nothing happened. And on all my videos ever since, it's been like, where's Wasteland? And I just felt bad. Like, I don't know. Like, I mean, one of the reasons why I stopped working on it was, one, just the stress of it, because it's such a big project, and I felt like there was so much pressure to make it perfect. And the other reason was, well, another was time, because I moved to London around that time. And another was, I was really struggling with the story. So, I guess for me, like, where I get demotivated is if I don't have a story. If I don't have a script. I find it very, very difficult. But what I would recommend for you, like, if you're really struggling, try to tie down the story. Get it down in a script, even if it's just, like, rough. Like, start to end, full thing. So you know exactly what you have to make. Because the worst thing you can do is not have a plan and not know, like, how much work you're going to have to do, what you're going to have to do. So tie it down, get it in place, think to yourself, okay, like, realistically, you know, how long is it going to take me to do this? And hopefully that should help you, because if you have a clear goal, then you can work towards it, like, you have something you can work towards. But yeah, that's what I would say. Also, like, just the community in general is a big motivator for me. Seeing all your nice comments and everything, and like, when I put up the teaser, and all you guys were like, I'm so excited. That was so nice. You know, that's a big motivator for me, because I'm like, there's people that are, you know, actually looking forward to seeing this, which is really, really cool. And so I could not, as a creator of animations, I could not ask for more. Like, just somebody looking forward to seeing what you're going to do. That's just, it is life. I really struggle with the nodes materials in Blender, by the way. Is there any easy way one can learn this? How did you learn? I think with the nodes, you learn. This is my last question. Then I'll do some more animation. With the nodes, you learn by doing, for sure. Like, the more you use them, the more you'll kind of get used to them. I would start off with just doing a basic shader. So, like, for example, I'll just show you real quick. If I was going to make a basic material, so let me just make a sphere. Whoop. Look at this, you get a full-blown demo here. Alright, there's my ball, yeah? Let me, I'll shade it smooth, and we'll go in rendered view. Look at that! Beautiful, beautiful thing. Okay, so we have this ball, and if I'm going to shade it, if I'm going to do like a basic shader, I would click new to make a new material. I'm in the shading tab, and that will give you this. So you have a principled BSDF node and a material output node. So what this is, like, before this you would have to like do all this manually with a whole bunch of nodes, and it's basically just combined all the work into one, which is really, really nice. So you have your base color. This basically changes the color of the sphere. Subsurface, which is like, how do I describe it? It's like, it allows light to pass through it. So you know when you shine a torch through your hand and it glows, your hand glows red? That's subsurface. So the light is going into your hand and it's kind of mixing with your hand, and it makes it red. There's a whole bunch of other settings here. I don't really want to go too in depth with this. But basically, if you have a texture, so I do here, if I drag and drop it, you'd plug that. So you can drag and drop in 2.8, which is really nice. And then you can just plug the color into the base color. Now, one thing to note with nodes is it's all color coded. So yellow goes to yellow, purple goes to purple, etc. Green goes to green. Green means it's a shader. The only one that doesn't is the grey ones. Grey ones are neutral, so grey ones you can plug in anywhere. So here we got color to color, so it goes yellow to yellow. And there we go, I've coloured this sphere with some grass. So I would do that, and then so we can do colour, and then you've got a normal map, which is usually black and white, which I think is that one. Sorry, not I'm confusing myself. Not a normal map, a roughness map. Roughness maps are black and white, so I can drag that. I can plug that into the roughness there, so we get some nice kind of shine on our sphere that's kind of a little bit random over the whole thing. Because you can see, look, on the actual grass strands, it's not shiny, it's only shiny behind them, which gives a cool effect. And then for a normal map, which is the purpley one, I'll drag and drop that. And now you see, this is yellow, but this is purple. So I can't connect the two. So I need something in between here. So I would do Shift A, go to Vector, Normal Map. Like that. And then you do colour to colour, purple to purple. Just like that. And now we've got a normal map. And this kind of setup I use for like nearly every single material I ever make. So it's really, really simple. Like if you just memorize this and just do this every time, and then you can slowly learn what kind of the other nodes do, and you can modify it. But this is a pretty good base, and it'll get you something that's pretty realistic as well. Not this is awful, but yeah. So that's that. Okay, right, back to animating. I hope that helped. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go so off topic there. Alright.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Okay, so before I actually do the lip sync for this, I want to try and get as much of the body language tied down as possible. Body language is like really, really important. Like lip sync is kind of a final touch. You don't really need to do too much lip sync if you have enough kind of body language going on there. So let's try and make it look like she's talking without actually moving her mouth. So then when we do move her mouth, it will look really natural. So let's see.
There has to be something somewhere.
So as she's thinking here, where it's like there has to be something somewhere, her ears can come down a little bit. Because she's kind of thinking about it. So the ears can come down a little bit. Like that. It's also kind of anticipation for when she's going to prick them up in a second. One thing to note, by the way, with this particular character is that her ears always point back. That's just part of her design. So like Monty's over here is like pointing up, he's like a rabbit. Hers never really do that. So that's why they're kind of always pointing back like this. I just thought I'd explain it in case anyone's just like, hey, you know, you should put her ears up more. Like, there's a reason why they're like this. Okay, just trust me. Okay.
There has to be something somewhere.
And then, so that's going to continue till about here, frame 70. We'll make it a nice whole number so it's easy to remember. And then she's like, oh, what if we all look together? Huh? No one ever thought of that, did they?
Maybe if we all look together.
And then here, her ears can relax a little bit, but not too much.
Maybe if we all look together.
Yeah, I'm feeling that. Okay, let's watch it.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Oh yeah, look at that.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
That is beautiful. Yes. Depends what you guys want the end result to look like. In 2D, you can just go ahead and draw and have a very unique style. In 3D, a lot of people specialize in animating or creating the rig. Anim environment, etc. If you can't do the whole pipeline yourself, you depend on your team to get things done. That's very true. That is very true. Because I know there's like this whole debate, isn't there, of like, oh, which is easier, 2D or 3D? And I don't think either of them is easier. I think it entirely depends on the person for a start, because if you can't draw, then 2D is going to be pretty difficult. And also, like, because people might look at this and think, damn, that looks so much easier than, you know, animating in 2D. Which, yeah, I guess now it is. But the point is that it took so much setup to get to this point. You know, you're talking like weeks of work just to get here, because I had to make the models, I had to texture them, I had to render them, I had to rig them, you know, set up the shot, make the background, set up the camera, whole shebang. So it's like, yeah, now it's easier, but only after all of that work. Whereas in 2D, of course, you would just draw the background, but then you have a harder time animating because you've got to try and keep the volumes and everything. So Yeah, they're both difficult in my opinion, but for different reasons. Alright, preach over.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Alright, I am digging that ear movement. I might make it a little faster. So, let's drag that over. Actually, no, I'll leave that there. Let's drag this over. Yeah.
Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Yeah, that's better. I don't want it too fast, because I know wolves can move their ears very fast. So I don't want it too fast, but I'm feeling
There
that.
has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
If the ears move too quick, I find it's a little distracting from the voices. I may speed it up yet, but I need to add the overlap first. So let's do that. So, she's gonna move ahead, so the ears are gonna do that. Oh, I did it the wrong way. Oopsie. I'm always doing that. That way. There. Has to be. Whoop. I always get it the wrong way around. No, no, no. That one comes out like that. That one goes in. There. Oh my god, I get it wrong every time. Urgh. Why is this so hard? I'm just trying to get it so basically as she kind of shakes her head around, I want the tip of the ears to move so we get this like nice overlap. But I always really struggle with this and I don't know why. I'm just really, really bad at it. Let me try again. So, right. There. Move that over there. So she's like, whoop. And then it's going to come back. So it's like, there. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're almost there. There we go, just like that. So you see, watch this ear, there'll be like a little wiggle.
There has to be something
like that.
There has to be something.
So it's just like a little bit overlap from the head moving.
There has to be some.
Probably not realistic at all, but I don't care. It looks pretty. Maybe her paw, her left, our right, could lift a bit to show she is eager to start moving and taking action. Ooh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I will try that. I'll focus on getting the body done first, and then we can maybe add a little bit of leggy movement. Because I haven't done that for the other two shots, so that might help to vary it a little bit. Because that's one thing that's very difficult. Like when you have two characters that are just sat talking like this, you have to be careful and not to have them be too still, because otherwise it can get really boring to watch. Animating stuff like how you're doing the ears right now is my favourite part. Yes! I love doing the little details, they're so fun. Okay. There. So right now I can kind of just copy the other ear as like a bit of reference. That's it. That's it. Come on, baby.
Something somewhere. There has to be something somewhere. Somewhere. There has to be something somewhere. Something somewhere. There has to be something somewhere.
You know, some of you might be thinking while watching this, like, Why am I spending so long on these little details? Nobody's going to notice. Well, my answer to that is I will notice. I will notice if it's not there. At Blue Biscuit Studios, and maybe after that she could do an incredibly oh my god, an incredibly realistic dance. I'm never going to escape those videos, am I? Yeah. Maybe for like Wasteland anniversary, or I don't know, some kind of special occasion they can do a dance.
There has to be something somewhere.
Alright, so the next bit is the overlap here. So they're gonna go whoop, whoop. So they're gonna ping up. Whoop. See, doing extreme movements like that is so much easier to do the overlap.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
If we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Oh yeah. That's the stuff right there. Okay, the ears are almost done. There's one more thing I want to do.
There has to be something somewhere.
Here she's very still. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to throw in a little ear flick. Because they're in a field, there's probably bugs flying around. Getting a little bit annoying. So she's just going to be like... flick. Yeah, just like that. And then you complete it with... Yep. You guessed it, a little bit of overlap. Whoop. Look at this. See, is this not more fun than just following a storyboard? Like, we just get to improvise. It's so fun. Whoop. Whoop. There we go. So, let's watch it.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere.
That's working really well. I think we can even get away with like having it rotate some more. So as it comes down here, let's try a little bit more. Let's see.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Yeah, that's the stuff. And then I'm just gonna rotate it like that.
Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look...
I'm not keen on the rotation actually. Just remove that. Like that. Maybe instead of flicking down, it should flick up. Let's try that. So it's like whoop. That might be a little bit... Because her ears are always back, like, I'm always conscious of like the silhouette of the character. Because I don't want the movement to be missed or like not read properly, like, because it's such a fast movement as well. I need to make sure it reads. It has to read. Okay. So this time it's that way. Oh, I was animating the wrong bit. Silly me. Let's see. So it's like down, and then whoop. Ooh, that might work. Let's see.
Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Yeah, look at that. That's looking great. Okay. Let's do not as high. Yep. You have to do the noises, by the way, when you move the rig. Otherwise it doesn't work.
Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Okay, that is working perfectly. So what I'm going to do now is, it's very, very close to that other ear movement that we have. So I'm just going to take it like this and then go yep.
Somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Yeah, that's better. Having a little bit more space between the two just works a little better. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to reduce some of the exaggeration on this guy.
Somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Oh yeah, that's it. That's it. We got it. Save. The black one is later. Yeah, I'll do the other wolf after we've got Dakota nailed down. I'll then worry about him because he's just reacting to what she is saying. So it would make sense to animate her first, and then he can react to whatever she does. Because like if she moves suddenly or anything, I like to make Monty just be like, oh, you know, just kind of react to it. I'm practicing on 2D animation. I'm only 14, so I'm not good yet, but I'm getting there. Oh, that's awesome! That's really, really cool. If anyone wants to show me this stuff, I would love to see it. We have a Discord. I'm just going to plug that in real quick. If one of my admins or moderator guys, Llama, could you post the Discord link in the chat? That would be great. Yeah, if everyone wants to join the Discord and they want to send me stuff, I would love to see. We've got a lot of people in the Discord now. I think I don't remember exactly how many, but there's a lot. Thank you, Neil. But oh, tactical cheese. Yeah, we got lots of people. They're really fun. They're really nice. So if anyone wants to join, you're more than welcome to. One question: when is it coming out, or do you have a date? Just curious. So Wasteland is due within the next sort of 2, maybe 3 weeks. I don't have a definite date yet. However, as soon as I do, I will make it known. But yeah, it will definitely be within the next 2 to 3 weeks. I just don't have a specific day yet. But that's what I'm working towards. I've never considered downloading Discord until now. Lol. You totally should. Like, Discord's awesome. Alright. So where are we at?
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something.
Okay, so I think the next part I want to focus on is the eyes. Because the eyes can say a lot. So, the eyes are always tricky because of the way that these rigs are. Like, the fact that I can only do this with the eyes, like, it's very tricky, but we'll get there. I actually like it, like, because I've thought a few times, like, oh, you know, maybe I should just update the rigs. But one, that takes more time. So, like, it would take longer to finish the episode. Like, I might be able to do it for future episodes, but at least for this one, I don't really want to spend any more time making it. I just want to, like, do it. But I don't know, I kind of like the challenge of having to just work with what you have. I don't think enough animators do it. Like, I've worked in groups with animators and, you know, they just blame the rigs. You know, it's like, the rig's never good enough. And it's like, well, you know, sometimes you just got to work with what you have. There's a lot that you can do with a little, you know, just a little blink here and there, or, you know, like for example here, if I slightly close her eyes, just so it's kind of covering that white dot, you can see that we get like a whole different expression out of it. You know, like here she looks way more kind of fed up, or, you know, if I just open it just a little bit more, you can see that now, like, she looks quite alert, and then here, you know, she almost looks kind of scared or concerned, like, and that's just by like opening or closing the eye a little bit more. You know, if I narrow it really low, she just looks so done with life. Like, there's so much you can get out of that. So I want it to be kind of neutral to start with, and then
There has to be something somewhere.
so she's like, there has to be something somewhere. So I feel like she'd get a little annoyed.
Somewhere.
So let's go to like here, and I'm just gonna make her look a little annoyed. Because she's like, ugh, there has to be something somewhere. My god.
There has to be something somewhere.
Maybe not quite that done with life. Let's just bring it back a little. There we go.
There has to be something somewhere.
Okay, so I need to throw in a blink here.
There has to be
So there has to be, boop,
some
blink. And then as she opens her eyes, she's gonna be...
Something somewhere. There has to be something somewhere.
And then right around here, she's gonna be like, oh, I know.
Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere.
Maybe a little bit earlier.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Yeah.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
So she's like slightly annoyed because she's like, oh, there has to be something somewhere. Do you even look? And then when she kind of gets her idea, she's like, oh, and she kind of perks up a bit.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Yeah, I'm feeling that. Safe. Okay. Honestly, the server is a unique form of chaotic that I rarely understand sometimes. It really is. Like today, we had a whole conversation about beans that lasted way longer than it probably should have. But it was fun. It was all in good fun. It's all in good fun. I just joined a Discord. Yay! Aw, that's so cool. I wish Streamlabs would let me, maybe I can try and add a notification so like when someone joins the Discord, you get a little hooray! Your animations are always so nice and smooth. Thank you. That's very kind. They're really not. I mean, when I see my old stuff, I cringe because like I'm like, that's not smooth. Yeah, the trick to smooth animations though is just like less is more. You know, you just gotta like, especially with the keyframes. Like the less keyframes you have, the more smooth it will be. So I just try and do like the most minimal amount possible. Who's your favorite wolf out of your video? Oh, good question. Does it have to be a wolf? I mean, I think my favorite character is the bird, but I don't think you guys have seen the bird yet. But let me just like pre-warn you, like he has the best voice and the best personality out of like every character in Wasteland. He's just he should have his own film in my opinion, but you know, that's just me, and I'm sure he would agree. But yeah.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Okay, so this is where the real magic with the eyes come out, is the actual positioning. Oops, I hit it. Yeah, there we go. The actual positioning of the eyeballs in the head. This is where you can really get a lot out of it. So, oh, thank you for subscribing, MK the Instrumentalist. Thank you. Sorry, I'm sorry I sound like a 3-year-old when I read things. I'm not very good at reading. I will be honest. I love how in touch you are with your fans. It makes it so much more interesting to watch your streams. Oh, thank you. I try. I mean, I try to like answer everybody, but the problem is that the chat is on my second screen, so I can't like do the thing and read at the same time. So I'm having to like look back and forth. So what happens is I end up reading the comments and then I'm like not doing anything over here, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm streaming, so I need to do things. So I apologize for that. I'm trying. I'm a bit new to streaming. I've done it like only a handful of times, I think, so, and I certainly haven't done it in like a year, so I'm a bit rusty. I apologize. Hopefully the more we do, the more like better at it I'll get, maybe. Okay, so right around here she's gonna be like, oop. I need to make her look somewhere that looks like she's thinking. Let's try looking down. There has to be something somewhere. There has to be something. I don't know. I was debating about like making her roll her eyes, but I don't want it to look too. I don't want it because like she's not annoyed at him. Like, let me just make this clear. Like when she's saying there has to be something somewhere, she is annoyed at the situation, not at him. So like if she was annoyed at him, I'd just have her like go full sass and like roll her eyes and just be like, oh, I'm so done with you. But she's not. So she's like annoyed, but she's not like I wouldn't say she's fed up, if that makes sense. So I need to be really careful here. Maybe she can look up first. Let's try that. There has to be... And then let's try here, and then, yep. Because she's like, oh, I have an idea. And then right around here is when she turns her head, so she needs to actually like look at him. Yep, hello.
Maybe if we all look together.
Alright, let's try that. This might be terrible, but let's try it.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Hey, I think that's actually kind of working.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something.
It's a bit of an eye roll, which is exactly what I just said I wouldn't do, but I did it anyway. But I actually think it works.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we...
Yeah, I think that works. I think this could be a bit faster. And then here, it could be more over there.
Has to be something somewhere. Somewhere. Has to be some...
Maybe when she blinks, she can change direction again.
Something somewhere.
Let's try that. Yep.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Ooh, look at that.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we...
I like that.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Oh, I like that a lot. I like that a lot. The eye movement looks too smooth a bit. Oh, you just want to rain on my parade. No, it's fine. I agree.
There has to be something somewhere.
I think it's this bit. When she blinks, that needs to be... Because eye darts are like really, really quick. Go there. There we go.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Yeah, there we go.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look...
Okay, we got it. We got it. So then what I can do, just to add a little bit of finesse to it, because we got a lot of eye movement happening, I can go back into the brows here and just have him move a little bit with the eyes. So I'm going to keyframe it there. And then keyframe it there. Yeah. Okay, let me check it.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if...
Oh yeah, that's it. That's it. We nailed it. We nailed it. That's perfect. Yep.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Yeah. Okay, that's perfect. That's like the right amount of like fed up, but not like she's a bit like ugh, but she's not like ugh. You know what I mean? God, I need a new laptop so bad. I really want to do this now. You should totally get one. Like, it's really, really fun. I really enjoy Blender. Like, it's all I do all day, every day. And I don't regret it. So you should do it too. I like the little yeah. Thank you. I just get so happy when it works because, like, it's very rare that it just works. So when it does, I'm like, yay! Especially because it takes so long as well.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Okay, so, okay, so I'm gonna leave the body for the moment, and I'm now gonna do the lip sync because we've got the head movement, we've got the ears, we've got the eyes. So I think I'll do the lips and then do the kind of breathing and the breaths and kind of make the body move, because then I can time it a little bit better with the mouth. So, oops, I pressed the wrong thing. There we go. Okay, let's grab the mouth. There we go. Got the mouth. So, hello. Okay, we're ready. So, this is a bit tedious to watch, I apologise. But this is the tricky bit. So, she's still closed, and then... So it's... there. This is going to take a little bit of trial and error. I'm going to start off by just doing like the basic jaw movement. Get that right. Get kind of, because the first thing I get down is like the jaw movement. Make sure that she's opening her mouth enough in the right places. Make that work, and then I can go in with my other controls and just kind of finesse the lip shapes. But to be fair, like what I found with these guys is like just moving the jaw alone like already gets most of the lip sync there. Then it's just like certain words like ooze and ahs where it needs a little bit more. So we'll start with here. So it's there. Yep. By the way, another note is that I'm not trying to make every mouth shape. Like, I'm not trying to literally make her speak. I'm just trying to make it look believable. Like, as long as it looks believable that this wolf is speaking, that's all that matters. So let's see. Alright, we got the there. There has... So it's gonna open. There has... It's gonna close a bit more, because we're gonna get a little bit of teeth in there. Two... B... B... Let's try that.
There has to be something. There has to be something.
Yeah, that's working. Some... Ding. I feel like you know those kids books when when it's like the alphabet and it's like A B. I feel like that. I'm just doing that, but like I don't know, it helps to make the noises. The jaw always goes first. Yes, the wolves do be speaking. They do. Yeah, the jaw just goes first, and then when I've got that down, I can finesse with the other stuff. So like when it's an E sound, when I want to show teeth, I'll close the jaw because I know I've got that snarl control or the lip control where I can lift them up to show the teeth to get that kind of E noise. It's like counting syllables in grade school. It really is. It's exactly the same, honestly. That's all lip sync is. It's just you're just listening out for the breaths and the syllables. So ing, som, where. So she's finished the word. Okay, let's try it.
There has to be something somewhere.
Ooh, that's not bad for a first attempt.
There has to be something somewhere.
The mouth moves a little bit too much, but I'll fix that at the end.
There has to be something somewhere.
She opens her mouth a little bit too wide in places.
There has to be something somewhere. There has to be something somewhere.
Okay, that's not looking bad. That's not looking bad. I'm quite happy with that. For a first attempt, it's not bad. Okay. Yep. So right here, and then may. I think I need that a little earlier. Let's try it. B. If. What do we do when we if? Maybe I could ignore the if. Oh. Two. I'm gonna push the jaw forward. I know it's cheating. It's just because we're at quite a sharp angle here, so we can't see as much of the mouth. And then it can come forward a little bit. Alright, let's try it. Let's try it. Boop.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Okay, it's almost there, but that word at the end, together, needs a little bit more. Oh, I think we got it. I think we got it.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Yay!
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
It's
There has
working!
to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
She
There has to
speaks!
be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Oh my god, it speaks. I'm so happy. Okay. Okay.
There has to be something somewhere.
So now I want to finesse it. Because, as I said before, the jaw is opening, like, she's opening a little bit too wide. And, I need to have it a little bit more subtle than that. Especially for this particular character, like, because I have a little style with differentiating the different characters, like, with the way that they speak. So, I was animating shots of Zed a couple days ago, and he's very, like, gruff. You know, he's like a manly man, and he's very, like, more aggressive and more, like, I don't know how to describe it. He's just more. So, with him, he talks through his teeth a lot, so he snarls a lot, and his mouth moves a lot more, because he's always, like, speaking through his teeth a little bit. Whereas with Dakota, she's very relaxed, she's very calm, so she doesn't really do that so much. It's more lip movement with her. If it is unlisted, could I have the link? I'm not sure what the link is to. There's on Discord. There's a bunch of stuff. Zed is a manly man. He is. He's tough. Like I don't know. He's just a bit more. Whereas she's very calm and he's not calm. Oh, I can't get my words out today. But yeah,
There has to be some.
which is ironic because I'm doing lip sync. So that can come in a little bit more. That can come in a little bit more. That can come right in. That's a sum. Sums aren't big. Somewhere.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Ooh, that looks better.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere.
Okay, I think we got the basic jaw movement now. I may fine tune it a little bit more later, but for now, I think, is Blender free? Blender is free! It is! It's really, really cool, actually. Because it's completely free, and I think they have, like, a new version, like, I think it's every 2 months. Someone might correct me on that if that's wrong. But yeah, they come out with a new version very often. They're always updating it. The new one looks even better than this one, and this one was already amazing. Definitely worth checking out. Just make sure that your computer, like, isn't too bad, because I mean 3D is quite intensive. Just drag and drop the audio file in the video editor. Thank you, thank you. Yes, Blender is free and open source. That's the word, open source. If you scroll up in either Wasteland news or blue news, that's my news, you should be able to find the trailer link. Yeah, there's some old video links in the Discord if you do want to find them. One of the reasons I put the old trailer as unlisted is that just the show has changed so much since I did that trailer, so I didn't feel like it was really an accurate trailer anymore. So that was one of the reasons. The new kind of sneak peek is more... it doesn't really show anything, but it's more kind of in line with the show and how it is at the moment. 2.9 already? Yeah, I know. It's coming out really, really soon, 2.9. And I can't wait because it looks amazing. It looks like you changed something about the environment design. More realism? I haven't seen any preview renders yet. Good luck. Oh, I can render this. Hang on. Boop. There we go. That's it with the final lighting. So that's what it will look like when it's rendered. Yeah, it's I tried to kind of improve the backgrounds, so they are quite realistic looking, because I quite like the contrast between having more realistic looking backgrounds, like more detail, and then having these like kind of simple cell shaded walls. I thought it looked really cool. And also I just find realistic stuff a little bit easier to do sometimes. Yeah, mostly it was just kind of improving, because the old backgrounds, like, they were okay, but they weren't super great. They were a little bit messy and a bit all over the place. So, and also just because like my 3D has gotten better, because it's been like a whole year since I did the previous trailer. Have you ever used Rigify rigs, or have all your rigs been done from scratch? I do all mine from scratch. I've never really tried Rigify. Like, I know what it is and I know what it does, but I don't know, like, for me, I like my rigs to be really, really just simple and basic. So I try not to overcomplicate things by having like a ton of control everywhere. So that's why I don't really use Rigify. I just make them myself, because then I can make them how I like. You know, I just have some IK on the legs, and that's pretty much as far as the control goes. So, someone donated. Thank you so much. Wallaby Wolf. That's a cute name. I like your profile picture too. Honestly, this whole process is so fascinating, and I'm so mesmerized. I respect the work you do, and other animators do so much more. Thank you. Aww, that's such a sweet message. Makes my heart feel warm inside. Thank you so much. Seriously, like, I wouldn't be here without you guys. Honestly, like, I'm very, very grateful. And it's fun to do. Like, as I mentioned earlier in the stream, you know, it's so nice when you have a community that, you know, is looking forward to what you do and is supportive. Like, you guys have always been supportive, so thank you so much. I know you're a 3D animator, but is there any advice you can give to a practicing 2D animator who's trying to teach herself? That's a good question, actually. I've done some 2D animation before. I highly recommend a book. Thank you for the subscription. Saturace. Yeah, I've done 2D before. I recommend the Animator's Survival Kit. It's written by Richard Williams, who is sadly not with us anymore. But he is a fantastic animator, and the whole guide is just like everything you could possibly need to know about 2D animation. So that is the Animator's Survival Guide, or Animator's Survival Kit by Richard Williams. Highly recommend it. We're grateful for you too, Blue. Literally wouldn't have gotten into art like I did without this community. Aw, Llama. I'm so grateful. Like, by the way, everyone give Llama loads of love, because she has been running my Discord for like the longest time. Honestly, all the moderators here like have been in Discord for a very, very long time, and basically run it for me. I'm just the face. I don't do anything because I don't know how to do anything. So show them lots of love, because they have been just amazing, honestly. and the channel and everything just wouldn't be here without them. So show them lots of love. Okay.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Okay, I think we're ready to add in some extra stuff to this lip sync. So one of my favourite controls is this bad boy, which brings the mouth kind of forward or pulls it back. Now when I pull it back, it doesn't really look that different, but when her mouth is open, like, it really shows. So let's see. So this is there, so I'm gonna pull it forward. There. You see? You see? It's all coming together. There. Has to. There has to be. Whoop. There has to be. By the way, with this control, I always do too much to start with, so I may have to tone this down as we go. But for now, I'm just trying to get that kind of ooze and ease. That's what we're going for. We want ooze and ease. Have you ever done animation for a TV or movie studio? Technically, yes. I've worked on a kids show. It was technically freelance. That just basically means I got to work at home. Didn't have to actually go into the place. But it was very, very cute. Very, very cute kid show. I can't really talk about it because it's like still in the works. And I'm under NDA. So like, it's illegal if I say anything. But just take my word for it. It was super cute. It had animals in it. It was like everything I could have hoped and dreamed for and more. It was amazing. And it's still in development. And I work on it occasionally. Because I made the models for it and everything. And then occasionally they send me some more work. So we'll see where it goes. But I've done like bits and pieces here and there. Honestly, it's mostly because I just like to do my own stuff. I just prefer it. It's so nice not having someone breathe down my neck. I might teach myself how to draw wool since I really want to make fan art of Ace. Please do, please do. Any fan art you guys make, send it to my email, which is Blue Biscuits Studios. That's 2 S's, so Blue Biscuits Studios, and at hotmail.com. If you send it to that, then thank you, Egg, for subscribing. Yeah, if you send it to that, then I'll put it in the credits of Wasteland. So that's Blue Biscuit Studios at hotmail.com, and I will put it in the first episode in the credits. Because there's been a fair bit of fan art done over the years, and I think it'd be really nice to include it. Okay.
There has to be
Some. Dang. Some. Where? And it can come in a little at the end. Ooh, that might work. Okay, let's try it. With the forward and back oohs and e's and ahs.
There has to be something somewhere. There has to be something somewhere.
I think that some comes in a little bit too far. Let's pull that back a little.
There has to be something somewhere. There has to be some.
Oh, thank you, Spencer, for subscribing. Thank you. By the way, I don't know why there's a zombie when someone subscribes. I don't know how you get rid of it. So, huh? Blame you. I blame Neil. For Neil. Shout hi.
Hello.
Hopefully you heard that. He says hi. Could I put in the Discord instead? I'm not comfortable using email because it has my full name. Yeah, of course. Put your fan, because we have in the Discord, there's like a whole Wasteland section where we have like a Wasteland chat and a specific channel for like Wasteland fan art. So if you want to post it there, that's absolutely fine. I will go through that channel and collect all the fan arts for the credits anyway. So if you don't want to email it, that's absolutely fine. No problemo. I love how it. I love it how she sounds it out while she is trying to do the do the lip sync. It's the only way I can do it because it's like that's what I'm thinking in my head. I'm just in my head. I'm just going ooh ah like trying to match it. That could come in a bit. Let's try that.
There has to be something somewhere.
Ooh, that's looking quite nice.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere.
That's looking nice actually. When I get the other control in there, I'll be able to kind of get the ooze a little bit better because I'm not quite hitting them.
There has to
But I think we're hitting the ahs.
be something somewhere.
Yeah, because it's like this sum here. It doesn't look like she's saying sum. And it's like throwing me off, but it's just because I need to pull that control down. So I'll do that in a bit.
There has to be something somewhere.
So I save, because it's important to save often. And making fan art as I'm listening. Keep up the good work. Yay! Oh, I can't wait to see it. I love seeing the fan art. It's like the best thing. You guys are so talented. I like the movements. Like, I just can't say anything else besides that. And hi, Neil. Aw. He says hi too. And I'm glad that you like the movements too. That's very good. That's very good. I'm trying. This is the thing. This is why it's taken me so long. This is literally... I've been getting up in the morning and I will just work until like 6 a.m. just doing this all day. Every day. Just trying to get through all of this animation. I think the first episode, right? When I wrote the script, I was aiming for about 5 minutes. But the more I kind of do this animation, I keep getting ideas of stuff to add in, and like when I'm editing it together, it just seems to keep getting longer and longer, so I honestly don't know how long yet the first episode is going to be. I doubt it will be any longer than 10 minutes. I will try and cap it at 10 minutes just because otherwise it will never be released. Because if I keep working on it and keep making it longer, it'll never get finished. All my art is so old though. The one I'm most proud of out of them has to be the Yuma art I made around, I want to say nearly 2 years ago now. It's been so long. Damn, that is a long time, isn't it? Please send it to me though, I would love to see. Throwback to when my friends came over, trashed my room and snapped my first wife. Oh, they snapped your tablet? No, that's so mean. Why would they do that? That's so mean. Oh man, that sucks. That really, really, really sucks. Because those things are expensive. And like, I feel like tablets become really personal because it's I don't know, you use them for such a long time. Blue Biscuit Studios. The corners of the mouth need to come more forward at the wear from somewhere though, I think. Let's have a little look.
There has to be something somewhere.
Where? Okay, let's move it further back. Some. Let's bring it more forward. Some. Let's bring it more forward again. Okay, let's see.
There has to be something somewhere.
Ooh, that does look better. You were right. Look at that.
There has to be something somewhere.
Why, thank you very much. That was very helpful. Death to them. Yeah. How did you get the idea for the characters? Well, I honestly can't remember because it was like 2 years ago, but how did we do it? I think I literally just sat down one day because originally they were going to be very different. For example, in the original idea, there was going to be 2 twins, and like they looked identical. One wore a red neckerchief like Dakota here, and then the other one wore a blue one, and they were 2 twin characters. They ended up merging into one, which became Ace, which is like the goofball character. Because what I found was that the 2 twins, they basically like, because they were twins, you know, they had like the same personality. and they just didn't really add anything to the story. Like, it just made more sense to combine them. Because I would write for one twin, and then I really struggled to write for the other one, because I'm like, what am I going to make him do? So they kind of combined into one. I tried to keep the characters simple, but I also tried to vary them, like to vary their colours. The original design for all the characters, they looked very, very similar to one another. So one thing I tried to do was to make all of them distinct. So they've all got very unique kind of fur patterns, colour patterns. So like right now, like these two characters sat next to one another, they look nothing alike. Like they're the same style, but you know, one's a lot bigger, one's darker, he's kind of more pointy, he's got really large ears, and then you got this one that's a bit more softer, smaller, shorter nose. Like one thing that really helped was because I started off with like one base model for the characters once I settled on a style, and then I tweaked that model to make the rest. So like, for example, all the females have much shorter muzzles, and then all the males have like longer snoots and bigger noses. And the males in general just tend to be a bit bigger. They have like a more pronounced kind of jaw area and a bit more square shape to the head, whereas the females I kept a little bit rounder and a bit softer. So yeah, just like little tweaks like that. Many tweaks over time kind of added up to what the characters are now. So I don't remember exactly what drove the decision. I'm sorry, it was so long ago. But yeah, that's how they ended up. Oh my god, if someone snapped my iPad, I would have an absolute breakdown. Not only is this iPad a child to me, it has so much artwork I spent so much uncountable hours on, I would lose most of it. Oh man. Yeah, that would really suck. Try and back up your artwork somewhere, like maybe make a Google Drive or something where you can save it. So if anything happened to the tablet, then it's like all your artwork is safe. I have been working on a story for 3 years now. It's a new... Oh no, I missed it! The chat! I need to scroll up. I've been working on a story for 3 years now. It's a new apocalypse. Never been made before. Ooh, that sounds interesting. You have to tell me about it when you finish it. I want to read it. Also, I suggest backing it up on iCloud if you're worried. When my first computer died, I lost everything and started back up. Yeah, back everything up, guys, because, you know, technology fails. Like, any day, you know, your computer could have a problem, or your iPad, or your phone, or whatever you're using. So if you have it backed up, like, we have a saying at my university that if it's not backed up in 3 places, it's not backed up. So back it up on hard drives, on cloud storages like Google Drive and OneDrive, like anywhere you can. And try and have like at least 3 copies of everything. Then it's safe. Google Photos is a really good place to back up photos. It's got a web app and is viable on iOS and Android. Oh, that sounds really cool. I haven't heard of Google Photos before. I just watched your incredibly oh god, that video. The flippin' realistic wolf animation. I'm never going to escape it. Like, it's literally the foundation of this channel. Like, this channel was like nothing before that video, and then out of nowhere that video just blew up, and then all of a sudden I had a YouTube channel. Like, it's just, oh man.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe there has to be something somewhere. Maybe.
Alright, let's do the second part. So we've got maybe. Oh, she's already got it. Oops. Ah, I hid everything. Come back. There we go. Sorry, I'm a bit clumsy on my keyboard. I have fat fingers and I'm not very good with keyboards in general. And one of my keys, I clean my keyboard, and when I put the keys back on, one of them was backwards, and I've never changed it, and I always catch my finger on it, and I don't know why I've never changed it, but yeah, I'm sorry. Okay. May be look together. Okay, that's a little bit of an ugly mouth shape, but I'm gonna roll with it and just see how it looks. Let's see.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has
Okay, it's working, but like
to all look.
that chubby cheek though. Tiger likes waffles. Just subscribe. Ah, thank you, Tiger. Tiger likes waffles. Now that's a good username. I gotta admit, I like that one. Whoop. I mean, it'd be better if he liked biscuits, but you know, I'm biased.
Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. Maybe if we all
Let's try bringing it back a little bit. That looks better. Ooh, the Lost Network just subscribed. Thank you. I don't even know if these people are actually like in the stream, but thank you. Blue Biscuit Studios. I wish I could have the skills to animate like you. I am only a writer. I have already finished a book. You finished a book? What? How? It's... Oh my god. I could never have the motivation to finish a book. Like, that's just... They take so long. It's so much writing. I couldn't do what you do. Blue, how do you do the facial rigs? They look like shape keys applied to the bones. Or are they weight painting? A little bit of both. Like, they're basically just shape keys applied to bones, but sometimes I weight paint them a little bit too. Just to get it... like, sometimes if I want a little bit more control, I'll do it a lot with the brows, where I'll just add a little bit of influence with the weight painting. Just so I can move the brows a little bit past what the shape key can do, and get a little bit more control. But yeah, it's pretty much just shape keys. Right, I'm not sure if you told the story before, but what is the origin of your name, Blue Biscuit Studios? Well, my favourite colour is blue. It always has been. And I like biscuits. And that's pretty much it. And then I added the studios bit because I thought, hey, this makes me sound like professionals. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Blue Biscuit Studios. Wait, Blue, what if I made a 2D animation, a short one, of one of the wolves? Well, then I would put it in the credits of Wasteland, and so everyone can watch it after they watch Wasteland. How about that? Okay.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. If we all...
Okay, I need to get the ooze in because it's like driving me nuts now. So I'm going to use my other favourite control, which is this one, okay? And it does the or I can make it do more of an So let's see.
There has to...
I might need the other side for this one as well. Let's see. There has to... Can you see how, like, pulling the lips down like that, you know, you kind of get this, like, ooh shape at the end. That's what we want. That makes the ooh. That's how you cheat with these guys. So I think that needs to happen a little sooner. That's already looking so much better. Can you see, like, just how, like, 3 bones? You know, you got the jaw, you've got the corner of the mouth, and then you've got these lippies, and just with that, like, you can get all these different mouth shapes. Somewhere. Yeah, let's try that.
be something somewhere.
Oh, look at that. It's already like miles better.
There has to be something somewhere. There has to be something somewhere.
That's so much better already.
There has to be something somewhere.
So you see that now we get the oohs and the ahs like really pronounced.
There has to be something somewhere.
Oh yeah, that's the stuff right there. That is the stuff. Ooh, so excited for first ep. I hope I can get my piece done in time to at least show you. Yes, please do, please do. Even if it's like not done in time for the first ep, still send it to me, because I might be able to include it in the next one. Because I hope to do it like at the end of every episode. They'll just show some fan arts. That would be really, really cool. Can I join them all? I want to be in the cults. Yes, you may join them all. Oh my god, I think that wolf is Hover from my pride. It is! It is! It's the same voice actor. I'm so glad you noticed. It is indeed. It was she was recommended to me by one of my close friends, and she is amazing at voice acting. Just want to throw that out there. Like, she did a I don't know if she's actually in the stream, but she did a fantastic job as Dakota. Like, she really nailed the character. And she came on board the project quite late as well. Like, she only came on board like a few days ago, and she's already done these amazing lines. So she's awesome. Yeah, it's the same voice actor as Hover. Here, let me play it again.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Do you hear it? Do you hear it now? It's so cool. I have another character. Sorry, I muted myself by accident. We have another character from My Pride 2. I don't know the name of the character that they play, but it's a white lion. I don't know their name, and I don't know how many white lions there are, so I hope that helps. I knew it, lol, and I can't believe you read my comment. I can't either. I can't believe I can read. Blue Biscuit Studios, I'm going to make a Minecraft related thing for you. Does that count as art? Of course it does. Art hath no boundaries. That is the wonders of art. Oh my gosh. I love this so much. Do you know when the first episode will be relieved? The first episode should be out within the next like 2 to 3 weeks. I don't have a definite date, but it should be within 2 to 3 weeks. Ghost, that was it. Yeah, I think that's right. That sounds right. Ghost. But yeah, Ghost voices Ace in this, and he is amazing. He's also helped me to write the script. He's on Discord. They both are. His username is Soggy Echidna. I can't remember Hover's off the top of my head. I'm really sorry. There are so many people in Discord. But they've got the role Wasteland crew, so you should be able to find them hopefully. But yeah, if you want to meet them, join the Discord. And is 3D... Oh, thank you for subscribing. Is 3D animation easy or hard? Both? Can it be both? I think it's both. There are some parts I find easy and there are some parts I find really difficult. It entirely depends what mood I'm in and how much sleep I've had. Blue Biscuit Studios, what is the plot about generally? From what I know, it seems like an apocalyptic world. It is. I don't want to give away spoilers in the stream, and I have to be careful because with the first episode, like a maximum of 10 minutes long, a minimum of like 5 minutes, so it's not huge, so I don't want to give like a lot away because then it's like that's the whole episode away. But what I can tell you is it's set in an apocalypse. There are zombies and there are wolves, and the wolves are trying to survive in this world. That's all I can say, I think. What inspired this story? Like, did you just wake up one day and just, yeah, wolves, sounds fun. Pretty much. Do you remember, I don't know if this still happens, but way back when, back at like near the start of YouTube, you had people creating animations in Microsoft Paint. and they were usually animations of wolves. People saying that they're going to make movies or make series with wolves, and they never happen. Very, very rarely, and they're usually pretty terrible. And that was me. I used to be the person uploading those. I used to make these awful animations in Microsoft Paint. It would take me like days to do just a head turn, and they were really bad. And I always wanted to make, because wolves are my favourite animal, and I always wanted to make my own series, and I just never did it. I used to make these like little movie trailers with paint and with the wolves, and they were so bad. They were so bad. Like, I cringe when I think about it, because I'm like, my god, I thought those were good. Because at the time I did, I thought they were amazing, but they were not. And so yeah, I don't know, like, it's always been that drive to make a series. And as I got into 3D, I was like, this is so cool. And then one day I just thought to myself, like, you know what? What if I did a wolf series in 3D? Because I was thinking about it, like, I hadn't seen any that had been done. And I thought, hey, you know, that could be really cool. Like, I've got this software, I can use it, you know. I've always wanted to do something like that, so why not? So that's kind of where the idea began, and yeah, and then I think I just suggested it on Discord. I was like, hey, what if I did this? And once again, the community were there to support, and they were like, yeah, do it. And I was like, okay. And yeah, that was 2 years ago, and here we are. Still doing it. I know I already asked, but are there any NB characters or just LGBT characters? Oh, is that non-binary or just LG? Oh, I see. That's a good question. I hadn't really thought about it, because like these two are how we say romantically involved, but I hadn't really thought about what the other characters would be interested in. I guess we'll find out as the episodes go on. I remember the Rebels Howl. It was decent, but it ended up being cancelled. Yes! Oh my god, the Rebels Howl. That brings back so many memories. I remember that. I remember there was that one, and does anyone here remember Golden Phoenix 101? She used to do like when I was younger, I thought these animations were insane, right? Like, I was like, what? They're so good at animating, and I was like freaking out. And then when I look back, when I'm older, I mean, I'm sure she's probably improved like loads. Like, they're not bad. It's just, I'm just like, did I really think these were like Disney level? You know, I don't know. It's like maybe I've just changed as a person, or my standards have changed. I don't know, but I feel like as a child, you're just very easily impressed by things, and as you get older, you're just kind of less impressed. That's really sad, isn't it? Anyone remember the white wolf with blue eyes? I've heard of that one. I don't think I've ever seen it. Okay, sorry, I'm getting distracted again. Like, I could just sit here and chat. But we're streaming, so I gotta do things. So.
There has to be something somewhere.
So let's do this next part. So, got May, B, oh, Luke, together. Let's try that. No, hide. There we go. Let's try it. Boom.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something
Oh,
somewhere.
yeah.
Maybe if we all look together. If we all
That's looking really cool. I think the together at the end, the mouth needs to come more forward.
look together.
So let's grab this guy. And then pull it forward. Yeah, that looks better already. Let's try it.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Yeah, that looks better. That looks more like the actual mouth shape because we don't go together, we go together. So it should be an U rather than an A. Oh, Blue, I might wait until Ep 1 to make the animation since I need a bit of context for the characters. Plus, I'm moving very soon and won't have time. That's cool. That's cool. I understand. Because I've been purposefully like trying not to give too much about the characters away. I mean, the guys in Discord or the guys that have been following this for a long time will probably know the characters and like know the general plot. But I'm trying to keep as much of it under wraps as possible because, like, I don't know, I feel like it's more fun, and then people can kind of get to know them. Plus, because it's been such a long development, like the characters have changed, so like people might think they know them because of how they were like a year ago, and then now we might have changed them. So just to avoid confusion, I just try not to give too much away. How do you lip sync? I find it so hard. Try to listen for like the oohs and the ahs to start with. So in fact, even just the ahs. So if it helps to talk yourself, so say it yourself, say the sentence, and then every single time you open your mouth to say the word, then you can start there and kind of make your character do the same. You got to be careful because like less is more with lip sync. You don't want it to be like kind of chatterboxy and, you know, have the jaw flopping around like crazy. I mean, unless that's what you're going for. But yeah, so subtlety is key.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere.
I think on this where as well, I think I'm having the same problem as before. I'm going to just bring that forward. Yeah, I'm feeling that. Because I'm trying as well, like, not to have it be too symmetrical, like, sorry, not symmetrical, like, repetitive. So, like, if the mouth is always opening the same amount every time, it'll look kind of weird. So I want to get some variety, so some parts she opens her mouth more, some parts she opens it less. Could try videoing yourself saying it and then use it as reference. Yes, that too. I'm starting on some fan art. How much floof does Dakota have? Sorry if I misspelled. She's just like the same as a normal wolf, I guess. I mean, these guys are cell shaded, so like, don't tell anyone. But technically, they don't have any floof. I know. It's okay. Just don't tell the wolves because they don't know. But yeah, put as much floof as you like. Make her a complete floof ball if you like Squishy from my other video. Floof ball. We are spreading. We are indeed. I'm still in high school, so I don't have much say in what my parents do. That's very random. I think I missed half of that conversation. But yes, that is very true. I mean, my god, when I lived at home, like, me and my mum would fall out all the time. Because I was there, like, being the edgy teenager that I was. Like, Mum, I can make my own decisions. I'm 16, I'm practically an adult. And I was there, like, you know, just give me my credit card, let me go, and you know, I can live my life. And my mother's, being a mother, was just like, nah. Fam, you living under my roof, my rules. And so we clashed all the time, but now we're like best friends. So it all changes when you leave home, and there's not so much pressure. They're gonna be so cold, I know. Someone should draw them in little jumpers. Oh my god, that would be so cute. Just all these little wolves wearing little jumpers to keep warm. That would be super cute. Someone do it. Okay.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere.
Okay, I think this is really working. I want to just exaggerate her little moment here. where the eyes come open. I think we can maybe push it a little further. Let's try that. She looks so funny right now.
Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to.
Okay, that's perfect. So now what I want to do is focus on the body. So when she has a little moment, I want her to come up a little bit, which is right around here. So I'm going to insert keyframe, and then she's going to be like, oh, I have an idea. You see? You see? Look at that. She is rising to the conclusion.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all.
Maybe if I drag that back a little bit.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look.
Maybe she rises just a tad too much. Let's just put her back down a little bit. Like, you're excited, Dakota, but you're not that excited. Let's see.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Ooh, I kind of dig that. Did you see that? It's so subtle. Hang on, let me turn the rig off.
Maybe if we all.
It's very, very subtle, but I quite like that. I'm going to scale it up just a tad.
Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. We got it. Maybe she goes down a bit before going up. Yeah, good point. Good point. Because we need that, like, anticipation. So let's get the breaths in there. So let's listen for the breaths. So here she's. We got about 5 frames before the voice actor speaks. So people take a breath before they speak. So I'm gonna have a inhale a little bit. This isn't gonna be the most accurate breaths ever. It just has to be believable.
There has to be something somewhere.
So I'm right around here. I'm gonna scale right down.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Let's try that.
There has to be something somewhere.
Oh,
Maybe if we all look.
thank you, Toxic Waste, for subscribing. Toxic Waste. That's a good one. I like that one. Oh, bless you. Moving home is a bummer. So I wish you and your mum the best of luck. Aw, you're moving home? Hang on, let me read it. My mum is very responsible. I think it's because she's been a single parent. She loves me a lot, and I realised when I was younger that she just tries to protect me. Aw, that's so sweet. You should go give your mum a hug and tell her how much she means to you. What's the name of the wolf Hover plays? This one is named Takoda, and that is the wolf that she plays. It's Takoda, so it's spelled Takoda. Takoda. I've been doing my best to be cooperative with her since. She loves me a lot. Aww, it's so sweet. Yo Blue, what's good? It's life's good. Life's good. What's good right now is the shot is nearly done. Or nearly halfway done. I keep forgetting I've got to animate Monty as well. Help, I can't see any chat but what I say. Oh dear. Maybe the chat is lagging a little bit. I'm not sure how many people are watching right now. I love how you keep attention to details when it comes to animation. Aww. That's so sweet, thank you. I try, like, I mean, that is what animation is, like, if you focus on the little details, it makes your animations feel a bit more alive, because especially in 3D, it's easy for characters to look kind of dead, almost like action figures, so I just think about, like, what I would be doing in the situation, or, you know, what I would be feeling, and I try and put that in the character as best I can. I gotta go. Best of luck. Love your work. Bye. Bye. It's nice to meet you. Do you recommend to learn Blender? Absolutely. Blender is amazing. It's really, really, considering it's free, like, it's an incredible piece of software, honestly.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. Maybe
I'm having it down a little bit there.
if we all look together.
And then you can come up a little bit at the end. Like that.
Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Yeah, I'm digging that. Okay, right. I want to add a little bit of shoulder movement in here.
Maybe something somewhere.
So right around here, boop, add keyframe, and then, as she has like a little oh moment, I'm gonna bring the shoulders up just a smidgeroony. You can't even see the other shoulder, but I'm moving it anyway. So she like, oh, maybe we can look together. And then just after this keyframe, I'm gonna move them down a little bit. So she like, oh, maybe if we move together. And then I'm gonna animate the neck. So come down a little smidge. And then come up a smidge. Comes down a little too much, a little bit more. There we go, there we go. It's all about subtlety.
Somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
There we go.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere.
On a scale of 1 to 10, like how sick is everyone of hearing the same line over and over again? This is my life. You know what was really weird is if you so I did like oh god, how many was it? I think it was like 7 shots in a row of one character, which was Zed, who has like the very gruff kind of manly man voice. And then I started animating Dakota, and it really threw me. It was so weird because I was so used to hitting play and hearing Zed's voice. So when I hit play and suddenly I hear Dakota's, it's just like, who must have? Like, it was, I don't know, it was weird. It was really, really weird. Because it's like a whole different speech pattern and voice to get used to. Not at all, I love this. Yay! I actually like it. I'm getting used to the voice of her. Ah, that's really cool. That's really cool. There has to be something somewhere. You don't even know, Blue. That line has done damage. Oh no. His Discord like exploded in my absence. That always happens. Not at all, because I'm an animator, I'm used to it, lol. Yeah, you do get used to it, to be fair. The more you hear it, like... It's weird at first, but then after a while I find it becomes like almost like listening to a song. It's just like background noise. Yay, people are talking! Yay! I animate too, and I understand having to hear the same audio back to back. Oh, yeah. It's very, it's a downside part of the job. It's what's the word? A con of the job. Tedious, that's the word. Thank you, Neil. It's tedious, but it's got to be done.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere.
Okay, I think this is working. I want to add a little bit more head movement to the beginning here.
There has to be something somewhere.
So right around here, I feel like she could look down a little bit more. Maybe not that bone. Let's try this one.
There has to be something somewhere.
Let's have a look off to the side a little bit like that.
Somewhere.
Ooh, I quite like that. Let's try it.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something.
Okay, I think this is working really well. Like, the head movement looks a lot better. She's just a bit... She looks like she needs the loo or something.
There has to be something
Like, she's moving around so much. So let me just tone this down. So it's not quite so dramatic. Yep.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe.
Just tone that down.
There has to be something somewhere.
And then I think the shoulder movement is a little too much. So let's just tone that way down. This is what happens, like sometimes I get a little bit carried away and I add loads of stuff and then it ends up being... It's like one of those things where it's like, it's a good idea at the time, but then it's not a good idea.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Okay, that's better. Now it's just the body movement.
Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Just try moving that over a little bit.
There has to be something somewhere.
Just move her down a smidgeroo.
Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Yeah, there we go.
There has to be something somewhere.
That's better.
Maybe if we all look together.
She's not quite as fidgety now. Okay. So... little more bounce on the head turn. Okay, let's have a look.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe.
So a little bit more bounce here. Let's see if we can get some more bounce.
Maybe if we all. Maybe if we all look. Maybe if we all look together. There has.
Move that over.
Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be. Maybe if we all look.
Move it down a smidge.
Maybe if we all look together.
Ooh, there we
There
go.
has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
That'll do it. Right, I think to code, because I could honestly sit here and like tweak this all night, but we have another character here that I need to do, and a whole bunch more shots I need to do. So I think now we can move on. We've got Dakota's animation. I'm very happy with it. I think it's working really, really nice. So let's move on to old Montague over here. Boop. So I'm going to select his rig. I'm going to keyframe. Go to the end. Keyframe. Alright, so let's have a listen and a watch. Because I need to watch. I need to listen to what's being said. And I need to watch what Dakota is doing to then decide how Montague over here is going to react to it. Monty be like, he does. How did you animate the grass reacting to the wind? It was just a couple of shape keys on the grass, honestly. It was quite easy to do. So I'd made a couple of shape keys, just had the grass twitching away, and then just animated it, just going back and forth. And with enough variation, it kind of looks like wind. Look at our dark boy, yes. Even though I'm not doing it, I still get happy once it works, lol. That's good to hear. These animation processes are fascinating. Blender is difficult for me to learn because I use softwares with in-program models. Yeah, Blender can be a bit cumbersome. If you haven't heard of it though, like BlendSwap is where you can download Blender models, so if you want to use pre-made ones, you can. Alright, let's have a look.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Hang on. Okay, you won't be able to see this on my screen, thank God. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to just check the script real quick because I actually can't remember what Monty says at this part. Because he says something afterwards and I don't remember what it is. And I need to know it so that I know how he reacts to it. So let's see here. Okay, so after... I won't spoil anything, don't worry. Okay, but after this he kind of makes a joke. So...
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
So at this point I think he's pretty defeated.
There has to be something somewhere.
So I think... So she starts off looking away and then ends looking at him. What I think would be interesting is if he starts looking at her and then ends looking away. So it's like they're almost doing the opposite of one another.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
So at this point, like, she turns to look at him, and then he looks away, like right around here. So let's try it. Maybe Monty could prick his ears up when Dakota looks at him. Blue, can you do streams more often? I love these so much. Yeah, if you like these streams, guys, like the video, and I'll do them more for sure. I never really do live streams because I never know if anyone's actually gonna like be interested, because I know animation is so tedious to watch. So I didn't know if people actually enjoy it or not. But if you enjoy it, then by all means, I will do more. Alright, so right around here, let's grab those old necky bones.
Look together.
And then I need to twist him, so he's gonna come that way. Ooh, look at that, he moves. Whoop. And he's gonna just kinda look away. He's like, no, I don't agree with you.
We'll look together.
Let's try it.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something.
Okay, it's a little fast. He's just like, no. Alright, let's just bring that. Maybe 80. Let's try that.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere.
That's better. So the way I'm gonna do it, like, it looks like he turns away right
Maybe if we all look.
as she's looking, but what I can have him do is, like, at this point, even though he's turning his head away, he can still kind of be looking and listening at her, and then he only really looks away completely from her for like the last second of it.
Together.
So right around here is when he'll actually look away.
Maybe if we all look together.
So like, he's still engaged, he's not just like ignoring or blanking what she is saying.
Maybe if we all
So here he's like,
look together.
and then he's like, maybe not. Like that. I had a cup of coffee and I'm getting the worst stomach cramps. Someone save me. Oh my god. Have just not coffee. Have anti-coffee and then you'll be fine. Personal opinion on Dakota's head turning. I'm thinking Dakota's head toward the end is far too slow and smooth. I'm guessing a full-on twist at the end and have the head have a little more weight. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. It is a bit too smooth. I think I will continue to tweak this. I'll get Monty's animation in first and then see how the two look together, and then I can make tweaks based on that, because it might be that when animating Monty, that, you know, the way that she's moving or the way that she's looking at him and things isn't sitting quite right. So it's definitely going to be a bit of back and forth between the two to get them to look right, because these guys have to have chemistry, and if they don't, then what's the point? Maybe he could... Oh, ow, sorry, I hit the microphone. Maybe he could look down at his paws at the... There has to be something somewhere to show guilt/embarrassment. Ooh. So...
There has to be some.
So right around here, that's a good idea. So he looks down with a guilty face.
There has to be something.
So let me just copy. Whoop. Oops. Too far. There we go.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
So he's like proper like it just looks like he's proper avoiding her at all cost.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
He's just like, please shut up. Oh my god.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
I really like it though. I think that whole like of him looking down at the feet is a really good idea. Let me see if I grab that one as well, and then just have it be a little slower.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something.
Yeah, I think that's work. Maybe some ear droop even, or shoulder sagging. Yeah, some nice ear droop, like get him looking kind of, because he is like that for like a lot of this scene. He's kind of just like they're in a situation that they're not particularly happy about, basically, and this is them just talking about it. And the whole time, like, Monty is just he doesn't want to have this conversation. Like,
Has to be something.
bitch, what'd you say? What'd you say to me? Oh man.
There has to be something somewhere.
Monty is a big mood. He is. He really is. Like,
Seems to be something.
he's me whenever there's a confrontation. I'm just like, no, please. He's stiff. I think he looks really still because of his ears. Yeah, I haven't moved the ears yet.
Has to be.
He's, at the moment, only his neck is moving, so that's why he looks really stiff.
Has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Yeah, he's just like full-blown avoiding her. Okay. So, because Monty is what I like to call a reaction character, in that he isn't speaking at this particular moment, he is just reacting to what she's saying, the eyes are going to sell it all with him. The eyes, the ears, his general body language has got to sell him, because he's not speaking, you know? We can't rely on the voice to give the emotion here. We got to make it. So, he's going to start off looking at her, and then almost immediately can look down at the floor. And then right around here, he's going to look away some more.
There has to be something somewhere.
And then right around here, if I just duplicate that one, he's going to look back at her again. It's kind of this guilty, like, oh. Let's see.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look.
And then as she goes to kind of look at him, he's then going to be like, nah fam. And he's going to look away.
Maybe if we all look together.
And then let's me duplicate this guy, put it at the end.
Maybe if we all look together.
Now I'll just move it down a little bit.
Maybe if we all
Maybe not so high up, maybe more just like down there.
maybe if we all look together.
Alright, let's try it.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
he looks like he's being told off.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Oh, poor Monty.
Maybe if
Poor Monty. I quite like it though, like, I don't know, you can tell he's uncomfortable, which is what I'm going for. I love the detail here. Every piece has a purpose, and every choice with weight. Why, thank you. This is looking great so far. Why, thank you again. Wait! Guys! It's him! It's the voice of Z. Hi, John. Yeah, this guy has the greatest voice ever. Like, that's the one that I was doing like 7 shots in a row of, with the gruff voice, and then doing. I was just telling them, like, and then switching to Coda's voice was just, it just threw me so much. Monty is what a mood. I know, right? He's all like, dang it, will you shut it and stop looking at me? Yeah, that's him. Have you changed any of the original character design since your first announcement of the series? Not majorly. There's been like tweaks in like the style of the characters and little tweaks here and there, but for the most part they've kept their colour schemes and they've kept their designs. They're not too different. Hi Blue. Hello. Yeah, this guy is super talented. You know what? I would show you guys some of his voice acting work, but I don't want to embarrass him, and I can't give away too many spoilers in this stream. But yeah, when the episode comes out, just give him all the love, because very, very talented voice actor. They're all really, really talented. I don't know what I did to deserve such good people, but they're all amazing. So I think here, again, he can just kind of look down first. So he's kind of doing it in sections.
Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere.
Oh, that's so cute.
Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Oh my god, yeah, that's perfect. That sums up, like, any relationship. You know, you have the one that does all the talking, is bossy, like, and the other one that's just passive, that's just like, I just want to go on the Xbox, please stop talking, just let me be. It's every relationship ever. Oh my goodness. The VIs are awesome. I remember when the auditions were going on. Yeah, the auditions were such a long process, because there was like 2,000 auditions to go through, and it took me like 2 weeks to go through them all. It was insane. I think Monty is already my favourite. I can't, yeah. He's pretty great.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Alright, let's get some more animation. So
There has to be something somewhere.
I think here, when he kind of looks back at her, he can rotate his head a little bit. Let's try it.
Somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Let's just remove that along a little bit. There we go.
There has to be something somewhere.
So he looks at her
Maybe if we all look together.
and then looks away.
There has to be something maybe. There has to be something somewhere.
Let's just move that over.
Something somewhere. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Yeah, there we go. So he does like a little head turn towards her.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Yeah, I think that's it for the head movement probably. I don't want to do too much more. If anything, I might tone it down a bit because I don't want him like moving around too much. Let's see. So, okay, I've decided that the fan art will be of Monty playing an Xbox, and the animation will be of Monty as well. He needs love. Yes. Mom, I was just asking if I could have a turn on the Xbox. Yeah, that's him. That's him. Oh man. Monty's just awesome. I love him.
There has to be something.
Oh, thank you for the subscription, Julia22 Jolk. What a name! Thank you so much. That really means a lot. I say, notice me, my inspiration maker. I have noticed you. Hello, Spark. Such a handsome boy. So much life. Do you know any 3D animation apps that I could use on my phone? I don't actually know. I only know because I don't really use my phone very much because I hate phones. I only use my PC, so I'm not sure. But if anyone does know, please recommend them. Will Wasteland have a theme song? That's a good question. It did once upon a time. I don't think it doesn't at the moment. I don't know if we're going to add one for the credits yet, because we haven't actually done the music for episode 1 just yet. That'll be coming, I think, after Friday. So there might be. It depends. If I was Monty, I would have slapped her. Oh, that's so mean. I hate to ask, but are you British? I am. I am very British. I apologise.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Okay, right, I think we're ready to do some animation on the ears. So right around here, they're going to droop back a little bit. You can see, like, because Monty's got such big ears, I've only got to rotate them like a tiny bit, and it completely changes the expression. It's really weird.
There has to be something somewhere.
So right around here, they're going to come back even more. Because they're so big, I have to be careful not to move them too fast. I always wondered at the order of doing animated things. So it's voice, animation, then music. It depends on the production, to be completely honest, about what gets done first. But almost always you have the voice first. So you do the script, then you get the voices in straight away, because you kind of have to have the voices in order to do the animation to it, because you got to do like lip sync and stuff. And you know, the voice is where the emotion comes from, so that's like the central part of the animation. Music, it can either happen at the same time as animation, or like it can come in before, after. It depends really, like it depends how important the music is for the animation, because like, for example, if a character is singing, you kind of need the music, you know, before you start the animation, whereas if it's just background music, it doesn't matter if it's added afterwards. You know, maybe the music is being synced to the animation, like, so the animation comes first. It depends really. Monty's boy got long ears. He does. He's like a rabbit. I gotta head off to sleep now. Have fun, y'all. Goodbye, Bommy, Amori. Goodbye. Have a good night. Thank you for stopping by.
There has to be something somewhere.
Okay, so his ears come down, and then they're gonna come up a little bit. So he's gonna be like, ooh. And then right around here, they can come down again, because he's just feeling that guilt all over again.
Maybe if we all look together.
And then here, they're gonna be like that, and then like that, to get a nice silhouette.
Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something.
It's so cute.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Oh, that's adorable. Poor little Monty, eh?
There has to be something.
Alright, so that doesn't move, and then it goes like this. Is there any music in the show? There is indeed. We've got some composers that are working on the show, so hopefully we can have some nice music. Love how he looks like he is silently plotting murder. Yeah, it's super cute. Oh, from a 2D perspective, I normally start with audio, keyframes, in-betweens, mouth whip, breathing, blinking, line art, colouring. Oh, thank you for subscribing to Animation. Thank you. Monty's like, stop flipping looking at me. It's so cute. Have his eyes roll when he looks away, maybe. Aw, he can't look too dumb with her. Like, he's just feeling bad. That's all.
There has to be something. There has to be something. There has to be something somewhere.
And then right around here, we can rotate. Thank you for subscribing, Moonshine. Moonshine Schleich. I don't know how you say that word. I'm sorry. Monty is like me in the morning, fed up. Yeah, he's camera shy. Aw, poor little Monty. He is camera shy, you know. He just doesn't want to have this. He's like, do we have to do this now while there's a camera right here? Let's see. So it comes up, and then right around here, it goes back down again.
all look together.
Oh, thank you for subscribing, Rose. You know what? I'm just gonna stop reading out the usernames because I'm pretty sure I'm butchering every single one of them. But thank you. Big question for all. A week ago, I made a realism art piece. Two wolves took me 14 hours. Damn. Should I spend possibly 35 plus hours on a realistic drawing with all the... Oh, yes, that would be amazing. Oh my god. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Please do it. If you do it, please send it to me because I really want to see that.
We all look together. There has to be something somewhere.
Thank you for the... Now, that's a username I can say. Thank you, Alpha Wolf. There we go. Thank you for subscribing.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Yeah, some nice ear movement. Okay, let's do the other one.
There has to be some. There has to be something There has to be something somewhere.
And then right around here, it's gonna pop back up. And then rotate that way.
Maybe if we all
And then right around here, it's gonna drop down again.
we all look together. We all look together.
Yeah. Alright, let's see.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Ooh, that's some nice
There has to
ears.
be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
I'm very happy with that. I'm noticing his head is moving a little too much.
There has to be something somewhere.
Eye needs to be smoother.
Let's see here. If I move that head a little bit.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Yeah, that looks a lot
There
better.
has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Monty seems like the type of guy to be very lazy but very smart and sharp when he needs to be. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty similar to Monty's personality. Monty is a leader, but he's not always the most confident leader. Like, I think without Dakota there, he would be a bit of a mess. Oh, Blue, I have a question. What social media platforms are you currently on? I've been drawing walls for a very long time, and I'd love to make some fan art. I'd love you to make some fan art too. Social media. I don't really have a lot. I'm on Discord the majority of the time, aside from like a year ago. But I'm on Discord now. So if you join our Discord, Llama, oh wait. Oh, has Llama left? I think Llama left. If she's still here, or if any of the moderators are here, if they could post the link to Discord, that would be amazing. But yeah, if you join our Discord, then oh, Blue, could you make a stream schedule like once a week? That'd be amazing. I'd never miss it. Sure, if you want me to stream that often, I absolutely can. I do not mind at all. I've got a lot of a lot of shots to get through on Wasteland, so I can do some more streams. Absolutely. I got you, Blue. Yay! Thank you, Llama. And thank you, Tactical Cheese. Oh, fantastic. Thank you. You'll be hearing from me soon. Yay! Yeah, by all means, please send me your fan arts. I really like seeing them. People used to, way back when, used to write, like, fan stories of the characters as well. So I really hope after the first episode that people do that, because I really like reading them. They're really cool. I'm glad you're making this series. Not many Blender animators take in the time to make a series, furthermore a film. I look up to you and your animations for room to motivate myself, thanks. Aww, you guys are so sweet. That's no problem at all. Thank you so much for being so supportive, honestly. Like, I wouldn't be able to do this without all of the immense support. I mean, just look at all these hearts. How can anybody not? I was thinking drawing a picture of Monty and my wolf called Blackheart. Do it, that would be so cool. That would be so cool. Please show me if you do it. Fan fiction. Yeah, exactly. Like fan fiction of the characters. I mean, I don't expect that now because like people don't really know the characters, but after like a couple of episodes or after the first one, it would be so cool to see.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Alright.
There has to be something somewhere.
Let's get some breaths in here.
There has to be something. There has to be something somewhere. Somewhere.
Let's get some little breathy breaths in there.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Oops, too much. Just subtle. There we go.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Yeah, that's looking nice. I like it. Me hiding my fan fiction from a year ago after audition reels will leave. Oh my god, send me it. I would love to read it. Can anybody give me suggestions on what I should draw, like, animal-wise? I mean, naturally I want to say wolf, because, you know, I love wolves, but a different animal. What about a ferret? Draw a ferret, because they're really cute and they're really squishy and bendy. I've been following along with Fenner for so long. He really is talented. Oh, I've heard of them. They do the creepy 3D animations, don't they? Leopards are beautiful animals. They are. They are very nice. Okay, but what does Monty look like? That's a good question. I think in the Discord there are pictures of all the characters. I can't remember exactly, but I know they're in there somewhere. If you message me on Discord, I will send you some. Blue, I'm almost done. A fan art piece, just need shade. Yay! I can't wait to see it. It looks like on his shoulder on the bottom left sinks a bit. Or the dimension with his neck seems a tad off. Let's have a look.
There has to be.
Let me turn on the overlay. There we go.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere.
I don't know. It looks right. He's sat at a little bit of a funny angle here because he's not like directly side on, because that would be side on. Maybe he should be more rotated around. If I kind of push him that way, maybe. Let's see. I may have to adjust his eye line a little bit. Let's try this.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Ooh, that looks better.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
That's a much nicer silhouette, like at the end here, how we get the kind of shape of his face. That looks a lot better.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere.
Maybe even here I might be able to... Can I get a little bit of that silhouette? Let's see. I just really want to get that in there.
Something somewhere.
And then
There has to be something.
let me remove... Oops. Remove that one.
There has to be something somewhere.
And then right around here. so hard. Animation's so hard.
Maybe if we all look.
Oops, wrong one.
We all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be.
Ah, that looks so much better. Look at that.
There has to be something somewhere.
Also, I just realized like Monty's design is basically just a black wolf with 2 grey stripes on his nose and some grey on the tips of his toes. That's pretty much Monty's design. I forgot how simple they are, but yeah, they're very simple. It looks so Gucci right now. I think that's a good thing. Oh, thank you. You make it look so easy. I don't know. I'm not that good at animation, really. Hey, Blue. How about turning his top half only slightly when he is reacting to Dakota? Usually, when characters move, they move their shoulders with their expression. Just a suggestion, of course. Ooh. Good point, good point. So let's see.
Somewhere.
So right around here, if I grab his chest, and then let's just rotate him slightly. Maybe not like that. Maybe.
Maybe if we all look. There has to be something somewhere.
A bit too subtle. Let's try get them shoulders involved.
Maybe if we all look
Let's try that.
together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all.
Bit too much maybe. Let's try softening that a little bit. And then let me try if I keyframe it there and then keyframe it. He's doing this kind of weird like hey baby. Looks so funny.
Maybe if we all look together.
Let's try this.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Ooh, that looks cool. Okay, so the only thing he's really missing now is a nice blink somewhere, because he's kind of staring for a really long time. So I think here I'm going to throw in a blink. Don't want him to look too angry.
There has to be something somewhere.
And then here, I'm going to keyframe there. Oh, I've been doing this for too long. Monty will send everyone the entire B-movie script. How do you choose their names? I love the ones that you chose. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like them. They all, the names, like... So I went onto YouTube, and I typed in something to do with their personality, and then picked the name from that. So, their names all, like, mean something. So, for example, Montaigne is French for mountain, because he's the largest wolf out of all of them, and he's the leader, so he's got to be big and sturdy like a mountain. So that's how I picked all the names. I don't remember all the meanings, but you can look them up. The only other thing that I noticed is that his neck at the shoulders doesn't move when he's looking up or down. It's only motion at the back of the skull. Ooh, good point, good point. But otherwise, I'm really liking this. I'm not an animator, so feel free to ignore me. No. It does not matter if you animate or not. Like, if something looks off, it just looks off. Like, you don't have to be an animator. You have to be an animator to know how to fix it. but you don't have to be an animator to notice the mistakes. So if something looks off, like, please feel free to let me know. Yeah, because it's important, you know, I want to get this right. You like jazz? Oh man, that flipping movie. That and Shark Tale, I don't know what DreamWorks were thinking, honestly.
To be something somewhere.
I think here we can rotate his head down.
Have to be something somewhere.
And then here, you can kind of look at her.
Maybe if we all look together.
Ooh, that looks a lot less stiff already, like just adding that bit of neck movement.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere.
What's going on here? Tactical Cheese. I helped her pick Montaigne. Little does she know, it's my fave character from Rainbow Six Siege. It is true. Neil did help. I gotta give him credit where credit's due. Yeah, the character from Siege has like this massive shield as well. Speaking of B-movie, what's the worst animation in a movie you've ever seen? Probably,
Ratatouille rip-off.
There's a Ratatouille rip-off called Ratatouille, which is pretty terrible. Also, there's Leo the Lion, which is also terrible. And there's this weird religious animation with a lion, where the lion plays like Moses, and it's really weird. And that is also terrible. So there's quite a few, actually. There's quite a few terrible ones out there. Because the funny thing is, like, movies like B-movie and... I mean, for crying out loud, I had B-movie on the PlayStation 2. Like, I loved that film when it came out. This is the thing, like, as a child, I just had no standards. Josh, you're on the Promised Land. That was it. Thank you. Yeah, that was it. It's just... It's something else.
There has to be something somewhere.
Let's just bring him down a little bit.
Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
That the bit at the end when he looks up, it's just like
There has to be something somewhere.
like it's all fine,
There has to be something somewhere.
and then like right here he's just like,
Maybe if we all look together.
please don't look at me.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
It's like he's like visually cringing at the
There has to
sight
be
of her.
something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Oh, that is funny. I need to fix that. That is oh man. Honestly, when I was a kid, if you put bright enough sparkle dogs in front of me, I would be satisfied. Yeah, same, to be honest, Llama. Anything brightly coloured with animals and I would watch it. My brother has had the B-movie on repeat for the past 3 weeks, non-stop. Constantly, please save me. Oh my god. Yeah, that's not fun. Although when I was a kid, I used to watch movies over and over again. I have no standards with movies, even now. If I'm with friends and it's bad enough, it's good. I'm fine with that. Yeah, to be fair, some movies are just so bad they're good. Like, I don't know. They just are. Like, there are some movies that are just like, if a movie's really bad, you can enjoy it because it's bad. It's weird. I don't get it. I just hope that Wasteland isn't going to be like that. One of those where it's so bad it's good. That would not be good.
Maybe if we all
So let's just fix this thing.
Maybe if we all look together. Maybe if we all look together.
I think it's because at the end here, let me pull the neck back up. Let's pull that out a little bit.
Maybe if we all look together. Maybe if we all look together.
At the end here, let's have him slump.
Maybe if we all look together.
Let's try that.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something.
Yeah, that looks better. He's not like visually cringing anymore.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
I mean, he's still like, please no, but he's not quite as...
Somewhere. Maybe if we all.
I think it's this ending bit. The rest of it I'm quite happy with. This ending bit though, like, he just looks a little bit too much like he doesn't want to be there. And I was just thinking that because the next line is him making a joke, it doesn't really make too much sense. So I may have to change it.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if.
Instead of him... Okay, right. New plan. Okay. Let me grab the neck bones. And then from here on... Boop. And then here, he can come up a little bit more.
Maybe if we all look together.
Oh, it's so cute. Look at that. It's so
There has to
cute.
be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Bless him. His little face. Did you ever watch Wolfblood as a child? I used to watch it non-stop until it got cancelled, unfortunately. I didn't. I never watched it. I've heard of it, but I've never watched it. Hey, Soggy Kinder. Hello. Welcome to the server. And, to the stream. And, we're just animating Dakota and Monty right now. Everybody, this is the voice of Ace, and he's amazing, and he helped write the script, so give him lots of love.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
My god, Monty looks so cute.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
A little eye movement and that. Oh my god. I don't want to change it, but I have to. I have to.
Maybe if we all look together.
Let's see, maybe come down again a little bit. Yep. Subtlety.
Maybe if we all look together.
That's it. Everyone say hi to him. I'm off to bed. Night, everyone. Good night. Through these veins, a wolf blood flows. Well, that's very dramatic. It looks like he's in trouble. I know, right? It's so cute.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something. If we all look together.
Maybe here he could just look down. Let's try that.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something.
That works quite nice.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
That works a lot better, I think. Let me just play with the eye controls here. Whoop. In we go.
Maybe if we all look together. Let's look together.
Just trying to make him look a little bit more sad.
All look together.
Maybe...
Together. We all look together.
Just bringing his ears down a little bit more.
Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. Maybe if we all look
Yeah, that's working. That's working. And then, Blue, suggestion. Wait, am I allowed even? Ah, this is embarrassing. No, 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 no. Suggest. If you see something that looks off, or I don't know, you just have a suggestion, then fire away. It's no problem whatsoever. Do not be embarrassed.
Maybe if we all look together.
So let's just reduce that.
Maybe if we all look together. We all look together.
Maybe remove that.
Maybe if we all look together.
Aha, there we go.
Maybe if we all look together.
I can have him blink here.
Together. Together.
Because when you're disappointed, you kind of do a slow blink. Let's see.
Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere.
Ooh, that's working for me.
Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
That's working. That's working. So, let's see here. Okay, I don't know if they're supposed to look more human or not, but maybe at the very end, have him tilt his head slightly into her direction so he acknowledges her a bit better. Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it. I like that idea. I like that idea. Let me try it.
Maybe if we all look together.
Let's give it a go. So if I rotate him,
Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. Maybe if we all look together. Somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something.
the chemistry. Oh my goodness. That's such a good idea. Thank you so much. That looks so much better. Look at
There
this.
has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has
Instead of like visually cringing or looking like he hates her, it actually looks like he's listening to what she's saying, but is also disappointed because he knows that what she's saying cannot happen, which is exactly what I needed. Hee hee. You know they're focused if they're silent when animating. That's true. I'm sorry if I do go quiet, but yeah, I'm just like in the zone sometimes. If I were to draw Montaigne, where would I send the art? So you could either send it to bluebiscuitstudios@hotmail.com, which is my email, or you could join our Discord server. The link is like further up in the chat, I think, and it's also in the description of the video. You can join our Discord and you can send it in there. We have a whole channel just dedicated to Wasteland fan art. Trying to actually think how it goes to where it can just be worded out. I think it's something like Montaigne. Yeah. So it's spelled Montagne, but it's Montaigne. That's how you say it. That's how I say it anyway. Might want to fix that ear, lol. Oh, which ear? Let me see.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
I don't know. I feel like the ears look pretty good.
Something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
I quite like how it
There has
looks.
to be something.
Yeah, I think this is almost there now.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Okay, so the next thing I want to try and animate is a little bit of the mouth, because I've got this like forward and back thing here which can add a little bit of expression.
There has to be some.
Let's pull it forward a little bit.
There has to be something somewhere. Somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
And let's pull it right forward here.
Maybe if we all look together.
And then I'll duplicate, pop it there.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere.
That's working. I think here it just needs to come forward a little more.
Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be some.
This one shot has taken like, how many hours have we been streaming now? I dread to think. Started streaming 3 hours! Oh, this one shot has taken 3 hours and I have so many more to do. Ah, good times, good times. I did not realise how much work actually goes into animation. Yeah, me neither, to be honest. A lot of times, like, I'll just be sat here and you know, working away and I don't even realise how much time has passed. Oh, Blue, if it doesn't spoil anything, who do you think struggles the most emotionally? Because I'm only really good at animating if I know what they're thinking on the inside. So Takoda's like probably the clearest headed one. I mean, I feel like she's kind of the glue that holds especially Monty together. Even though like Monty is technically the leader, he wouldn't really, I don't think mentally he'd be where he is without her. In terms of the most mentally unstable, I would say probably Zed is the most mentally unstable. Well, they are living in an apocalypse, so they are probably all emotional. Yeah, pretty much. They're all going through a pretty tough time. Like halfway through Wasteland, like it'll just be an advert pop up like, in these trying times. You must have seen them, like all the companies now, because of COVID. Just, in these trying times, please buy our products. I'm honestly glad you said his full name, Blue. For the longest time I pronounced it Montagny. I understand. Yes, it's Montaigne. I just call him Monty. Like, Monty's kind of the nickname the Pat gives him too. So you can just call him Monty if you like. Okay, I'm animating Z. Let's get it. Yes, please do, that would be so cool. That'd be so cool. I'm so glad you're pronouncing it Z. I kind of spell it like that now as well, to be fair.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere.
Okay, I think this shot is actually finished. So I'll just play it through a couple of times.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
Okay, I think I'm going to call this shot done. There's more things that I would tweak on it personally, but I have so many shots to do, and I want to make sure that I'm spending kind of an equal amount of time on each one. So I think we will call this done for tonight. If you guys want me to do more streams, I can. By all means, if that's something you guys would like, just let me know. Someone suggested about doing a stream like once a week, which I'm more than happy to do. So yeah, just let me know by either like commenting on videos or just yelling at me in the Discord server. And by all means, I can do more. I'm really happy with how this shot came out. So thank you everybody who suggested things. It's been really helpful. And thank you everybody for being here, because it's been so nice to catch up with you all and have a chat and share some quality time together. And yeah, it's for real though. Like it's been really fun. Can we see it one last time? Of course, I'll play it a few times. Here you go.
There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together. There has to be something somewhere. Maybe if we all look together.
So when the shot comes up in Wasteland, hopefully in 2 to 3 weeks time, when you guys hopefully watch it, if this shot comes up, just treasure it. Like, savor the moment. And remember that it took 3 hours to do. Alright, guys. Well, thank you for coming. I'll see you next time. Cheerio. Ta-ta. Thank you. Goodbye.